up to the sound of the alarm. You quickly turned it off before your husband woke up, who was sleeping peacefully next to you. He was about to get up, but you saw Jungkook's arm securely wrapping around your waist. You look at the time and it's 7 a.m. You really need to get up since it's time for your yoga. So you slowly remove his arm from your waist, but Jungkook hugs you even tighter. Don't leave me, he murmured, while still closing his eyes. Go, it's time for my yoga, you explained for him, to let you go. But he pulled you even closer to him that your faces almost exchanged. You can't leave me, he replied and kissed your forehead. Okay, I won't leave. We'll just be here in the bed all day. Be sure you won't get up and eat, you said jokingly. He opened his one eye and looked at you. I'm just joking. You can get up now. Finally, he released you. So you immediately get up. But again, Jungkook pulled you, and this time he tickled you. Cool, here you are again, annoying me, as you took your pillow and beat him. Okay, sorry, he said, as he closed his eyes again to sleep. This is always the same every morning, always teasing each other, as if you were just playing. You and Jungkook have been married for 6 months, happy and contented with whatever your life is now. But you have one dream, that you will be blessed with a child. Your meeting with Jungkook was unexpected. A few years ago, you fulfilled your biggest dream in your life to go on vacation in Paris. You saved it for a few years and finally it came true. Your two female cousins went on vacation with you. On the second day of your vacation, you and your cousin decided to drink while watching a live band. You drank 3 bottles of beer, but you didn't feel like you were drunk because you were really in a mood that night. After drinking, you go back to the hotel where you stay temporarily to rest. Your two cousins' room is on the 5th floor, while yours is on the 6th floor. Even if you don't want to separate your rooms, you have no choice cause this is the only room available since you both late. You went up to the 6th floor and entered your room. At that time, you were not in yourself anymore because you were actually drunk. You just lay on the bed and slept. The next day, you woke up because it feels like someone was scratching your ass. So you open your eyes, but you're really shocked when you saw that there was a man next to you. In your panic and rattled, you screamed for help. At the same time, you kick the man hard. You kick the man hard that makes him fall on the floor and woke up completely. The man you are referring to is none other than Jungkook. He was also surprised to see you in the same room. Perfect! How did you get into my room? You said. He looked around as he recognized that room is his. Excuse me, miss. Be careful to your word. This is my room, so how did you get there? You're about to answer, but you stopped talking when you realized that room wasn't yours. And now, Jungkook was the one who got angry with you. You must be a thief. That's why you came here. Excuse me, I'm not a thief. Then, how did you get her? You can't answer because you don't remember anything. What you thought at that time was to run away, but unfortunately, Jungkook stopped you and called the security. Later on, the security came. You kept denying that you were a thief, and as you explained that you were also a customer at that hotel. To enlighten you on the incident, Jungkook asked to review the CCTV. And that's when you found out that your room was just right next to Jungkook's room. And since you were drunk at that time, you entered his room by mistake. Jungkook was also drunk at that time and forgot to lock the door, so you got in. After clearing the misunderstanding, you apologized to each other and separate ways. You thought that was the last time you would meet, but after 3 months, you never thought you would meet again at your friend's wedding since Jungkook is your friend's cousin. Your second meeting paved the way for you to know each other. You became friends, lovers. After 2 years, you two decided to settle down. While you were doing yoga, you saw Jungkook come down and go to the kitchen. Later on, he stood in the corner holding a cup of coffee while staring at your body at the same time biting his lip. Yeah, Jungkook, I know what you're thinking. He chuckles and says, what are you talking about? Mr. Jun, I know you. Okay, fine. I was just attracted to my wife's sexiness. Carrot? What? You reply. The bed is not fixed yet. Let's go upstairs? As he wiggles his brows. Yeah! You shout because you know what he really wants. I'm just joking, he said while laughing, and went to the kitchen to cook for breakfast. You know how to cook, but mostly Jungkook really cooks, and you really like it. You should have changed your posture when you suddenly felt dizzy, but you didn't take it seriously and continue on what you were doing. After he cooked, Jungkook called you to eat. Usually, you don't eat a heavy meal for breakfast. As you near the kitchen, you felt like you were going to vomit after you smelled what Jungkook was cooking, so you ran to the bathroom and threw up. Later on, you heard a knock. Are you okay? Jungkook asked. Yes, I'm okay. Maybe I just ate something that my stomach doesn't like it. The days continue that you were constantly felt dizzy and nauseous. You suspected that you might be pregnant because your period was delayed also. But you wanted to be sure before telling Jungkook. So the first thing you did was buy a pregnancy test. After you tested yourself, the result was positive. It was like you were on cloud 9 when you found out you're pregnant because your dream of having a child finally came true. Your love also with Jungkook finally came to fruition. You excitedly went downstairs and looked for Jungkook to tell him the good news, but you couldn't see him until you heard his voice in his office, so you went to him. You should have come in when you heard him talking to someone on the phone and it was on loudspeaker. Based on the voice, the person he was talking to was his you. But why was their topic about you since you heard your name in their conversation? So instead of going in, you decided to hide and listen them through the back door. You could hear their conversation well because the door to Jungkook's office was open. What if YN is pregnant? I don't know. I'm busy, so I don't know if I can take care of her. Besides, I'm not ready to be a father. So, what are you going to do with YN's baby? I put her baby for adoption. Your eyes widened when you heard that. Without finishing to listen to your conversation, you left and went to your shared room. You sat on the bed staring at the pregnancy test in your hand. You are so confused about what you should do. Your mind was really messed up. There were many questions in your mind like, is your husband really love you? Who would you choose among them if ever Jungkook couldn't accept your pregnancy? Him or your baby? While you don't know what to do yet, you decided to hide your pregnancy from Jungkook for the time being. Your mind was busy thinking of who to talk to until the door suddenly opened, revealing Jungkook. In your surprise, you didn't realize that you had thrown the pregnancy test under the bed. What? What are you doing here alone? Nothing. I'm just looking for clothes. That's the only reason you thought. Let's go downstairs. I'll cook your favorite pasta, he said as he held your wrist and pulled you. The whole time he's eating, you just stare at him. Since you met, he's really sweet and caring. No joke. You can feel his sincerity and true love for you. But why isn't he not ready yet? And when will be he ready to have a child? Wait, are you sick? Why aren't you eating? I don't have an appetite. I even cooked this for you. Just one bite, he said and forced you to eat. But you stood up instead and ran to the bathroom to throw up. After smelling the food, you are getting sensitive these past days. After you throw up, you went out to the bathroom, but you flinched after seeing Jungkook banging the door. Are you sick? What really happened to you? You want me to take you to the hospital? You pulled back and said, no need, I'm perfectly fine. Of course, you don't want to go to the hospital because you know Jungkook will find out that you are pregnant. What will happen to your baby in that case? Jungkook came to you and touched your cheek. Carrot, do you want to tell me something? He asked while looking in your eyes. You swallow your own saliva and say, nothing, as you saw him sighing and took something in his pocket and showed it to you. Then, what is the meaning of this? Why do you have that? You are referring to the pregnancy test he was holding. While you were in the bathroom, Jungkook took it from under the bed without you knowing that he had seen it filled earlier. This time you know that he already caught you. Fine, I'm pregnant. If you are not ready to be a dad, then don't. I can't raise my child without you. So don't dare to put my child in adoption. Jungkook furrowed his brows in confusion. Huh? Carrot, what are you talking about? I heard you talking to your young earlier. I heard you clearly saying you are not ready to be a father. As you saw Jungkook laughing like a maniac. Carrot, we're not talking about our child. Liar! I heard my name in your conversation. Alright, let me explain. My dog named YN is pregnant. Young doesn't want to take care of her. And since I'm her dad, he say I need to take care of her. You punch him in anger, not because you made mistake, but because you and his pet had the same name. Why did you tell me that your pet name is YN? It looks like this. When When I came home from Paris, I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I want to see you, but I don't know how since all I know is just your name. So I named my pet YN so I won't forget you. Carrot, you don't know how happy I was when I saw this pregnancy test. We finally have a baby, he said and cried as he hugs you. I promise I will be a good father and the best husband to you. You also cry in relief that your husband is not what you thought, as you realize that you're just being paranoid for no reason. One down, four to go. What do you mean? Ah, I forgot to tell you that I want 5 children. What? The end. Thank you for watching Kobe.